Hey fam bam, welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things embodiment, entrepreneurship, and living your best, most delish dream life. Today I am talking about Jen Sincero's book, You Are a Badass at Making Money. I feel like a lot of us have already read this. If not, you have definitely heard about it. It is one of the best sellers. Honestly, it's just so filled with goodness. I have read it 3, maybe 4 times now. So I wrote down some little notes for us, some little things that I really like about it. So I will take you through them now. The first thing is that it is very accessible. It's very easy to understand. She's very funny. Having a sense of humor when it comes to talking about money, I think is just, they match really, really well because there are so many men as well who just have all these books about finance and they've only interviewed men about finance and they talk in this monotonous voice if it's on Audible, and if it's in a book then it just, your head reads it as a monotonous voice because it's just so boring. So her book is amazing and I definitely recommend. I will leave a link down below. It's also something that you can share with your friends because it's still lighthearted enough that you're not kind of telling them you need to get into finance or you need to get better at money or anything like that. It's just so accessible for everyone. It's also pretty bite-sized. It's about 6 hours on Audible. So easy to understand, listen to, adapt, and also if you tune out whether you're reading it or listening to it, it also doesn't matter, which I think is really important when it comes to these books because so many finance books, and I've read a bunch of them, obviously they're working because I have come from being literally homeless, living in a car, and also not owning a car, not having any income, couch surfing for years, not having a job, nothing, to talking about buying a house with my husband. It's crazy. And that's not just because I'm relying on him. That's because of what I've saved, the things I've learned, the things I've learned about investing. And I have a plan. I have businesses. Everything's coming together. So obviously something has worked. This book was one of the first ones I ever got into. It's a really great intro into kind of opening up your mind about finance and what your beliefs are. I have literally written a course on money and my beliefs around it and how to change your limiting beliefs around it, how to manifest your dream life through changing a mindset around money. That is one of the main pillars of my online course. I will link that above. Feel free to go and check out the first module. It is completely free and the others are not that expensive. So that is an option as well. One of the things about this book is that if you don't understand one of the concepts, it's okay. If you tune out for a little bit, it's okay. You are not going to have to backtrack necessarily in order to get your head around the rest of the book. You're not going to be lost. You're not going to be like, oh, I have no idea what's going on, because it's all kind of different things. It's her personal experiences woven into different stories, and it's really relatable. She comes from nothing. She comes from people that don't have a good money mindset, which was the same as me, and I relate to it so much. And now she's made something huge of herself. She only started working on this stuff in her 40s, which I think is absolutely crazy. I know so many people that have really terrible money mindsets and they're 40 years above, and I always thought, damn, maybe they're just too old to change their mindset. Maybe that's just, if I don't change mine now at 25, 27, I'm never going to be able to. But it goes to show that no matter where you come from, who you're surrounded by, what your past experiences with money were, or what you thought you were going to do for yourself or your career or something, you can manifest more money. You can change your money mindset. And this is the first book that I recommend in order to do so. One of the main things that I got from it was that so many of us spend so much time and energy focusing on the lack that we have and how to save money, the little frugal bits, and not on actually how to make more, not on actually how to leverage our passions, our experiences, our knowledge in order to create and get more wealth. Like maybe you need a career change, or maybe you need to start a side hustle, or maybe you deserve a pay rise but you don't think you're worthy of it, so that's why it's never come through. They don't think that you want it, or something like that. Maybe there's something else that's draining your energy that you don't need to spend money on anymore because it's not actually giving you anything. It's just trying to fill some hole that you have because of a lack of worth around money. This one is also huge in realizing where your beliefs come from and how they're affecting you, how they may be working for you or maybe not working for you, how they've literally created your current reality, and then how to change them. This is a huge game changer because it means that we are not victims to our reality. We can change the game. You can literally rewire your mind into manifesting more money for yourself. Another really important concept that she talks about is that it is in your nature to want to earn more money. And the fact that more normal, everyday people who care about the world, who care about the state we live in, are wanting to make more money. This means that the power shift is going to change dramatically. When more people who have a great mindset about money and how to distribute it in the world have the money, have the funds to do these things, that equals power, and that literally equals change. There are also so many beautiful mantras throughout the book. It comes with every chapter, and she encourages you to go through them yourself and to kind of jot down anything that comes up around it and to just keep going until that starts to set in. One of my favorite quotes from her book goes as so: "Please, oh please, allow yourself to get as rich as you need to be in order to bestow upon us your greatness." This is one of my favorite quotes in the book because it is just, it's so incredible. And honestly, there are a million trillion quotes. I could just quote the entire book because it is just one of those gems. Go and read it. 10 out of 10. Ooh! It's amazing. Let me know how you go. Let me know if anything changes in your mindset afterwards. And let me know if there are any other books that you want me to do a little review and recap of. Until next time. Bye, loves.